Hi, my name is Eliza Seffler. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, thank you for coming back and welcome. Have you seen truth? In John chapter 8, verse 31 through 32, then Jesus said to those Jews who believed in him, "If you abide in my word, you are my disciples indeed, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." I am going to read a story and a story about truth. The author is unknown. Truth walked into a village. The local inhabitants started cursing at him, spewing epithets. They chased him out of the village. Truth walked along the road to the next town. They spit at him and cursed and spewed epithets, driving him out of town. He walked lonely and sad down the empty road until he reached the next town, still hoping to find someone who was happy to see him, who would embrace truth with open arms. So he walked into the third town, this time in the middle of the night, hoping that dawn would find the townsfolk happy to see him, truth with dawn's light. But as soon as the townsfolk opened their eyes, lit upon him, they ran to their homes and then came back throwing garbage at him upon garbage and garbage. Truth ran off out of town into the woods, and after crying and cleaning off the garbage from his body, he returned to the edge of the woods when he heard laughter and gaiety, singing and applause. He saw the townfolks applauding as Story entered the town. They brought out fresh meats and flowers and soups and pies and pastries and offered them all to Story, who smiled and lavished in their love and appreciation. Come twilight, Truth was sulking and sobbing at the edge of the woods. The townfolk disdainfully ignored him. But Story came out to see what the story was. Truth told Story how all the townfolk mistreated him, how sad and lonely he was, how much he wanted to be accepted and appreciated. Story replied, "Of course they all reject you." Story looked at Truth, eyes a bit lowered to the side. No one wants to look at the naked truth. So Story gave Truth brilliant, beautiful clothing to wear, and they walked into the town together, Truth with Story. And the townspeople greeted them with warmth and love and appreciation. For Truth wrapped in Story's clothing is a beautiful thing and easy to behold. And ever since then, Truth travels with Story, and they are always accepted and loved. And that's the way it was, and the way it is, and the way it will always be. Interesting story. Have you seen the truth? Have you seen the truth in the gospel of Jesus Christ? The angel Gabriel visited Mary and Joseph. The angel told Mary that she would have a son named Jesus, who would be God's son, found in Luke chapter 1, verse 30 to 33. Just as foretold in the prophecy Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14. Therefore, the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and will call him Emmanuel, God with us. The problem here is that Mary was engaged to Joseph, who was confused and find it hard to believe Mary's story, that God sent an angel and told her that she was going to have a son, and the Holy Spirit is going to come off. The Holy Spirit is going to indwell her, and she was going to be pregnant. He found it hard to believe that truth. And that's found in Matthew chapter 1, verse 19 to 21. Do not be afraid to take Mary home as your wife, because what is conceived in her is from the Holy Spirit. And her son Jesus would save the people from their sins. So God had to send Gabriel to Joseph to tell Joseph, to give Joseph that truth himself. And Joseph believed and took Mary immediately and married her. In John chapter 14 and verse 6, Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Have you seen the truth? Truth is not popular. While you may not win friends and influence people, while telling the whole truth with no concealer, no makeup, no pretense, knowing the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and comment with the day that you heard the truth and how did you handle that truth? And did you believe that truth? And was that truth easier to swallow if it was wrapped up in a story? Until we meet again, have a blessed day.